anyway, so first of all, before we get into that, because I'm going to let them know. Okay? About you. But thank you guys for tuning in to EntertainMe Viewz. I have Cuban BINO with me. Finally, the Hitman today. What took so long?
Live and direct. You said what took so long?
What took so long, friend?
I'm just out here trying to find myself, really put stuff together, put things in motion, and so I'm trying to become the best Cuban BINO that I can.
And so far, after you've done your research, because that's what took so long. Anyway, after you've done your research, what have you come up with? What do they like? Because you have all types of music.
Yeah, I do have all types of music, and then that's what I finally figured out. They like me because I'm versatile, and I finally realized that. So what I'm doing now, I got my HITMAN Reloaded project, and that's already finished. It's gonna get put out. Can't, you know what I'm saying? Give you a date. Yeah, I don't got a date for you yet. Catch Myself is dropping on October 23rd. So.
Okay, we're gonna get into that.
Y'all definitely go stream that. But we got HITMAN Reloaded coming after that, and then I got a full project where you can hear me pop, rock, rap. And whatever you want to hear, you can hear.
So before we get into HITMAN Reload, let's get into HITMAN.
Okay.
All right, you dropped that last year?
Last year, September.
How was that? Was that your debut project?
That was my debut. I would say that's my debut project just because I feel like I put a lot of time and effort into that, and it was really my first real project, actually taking things serious and really trying to put something out to the public and see what kind of feedback I can get from them. And it was epic. Like, that HITMAN, like, I didn't expect it to do what it did.
What was the single off of that project that you had?
The single for the project was definitely Bust Down, but a lot of people thought it was HITMAN.
Listen, HITMAN.
And that was the craziest thing about the whole project.
That's my favorite song.
And Bust Down, and the thing was, Bust Down performed the best. And HITMAN was definitely a close second behind Bust Down. But I'm going to say it beat it by at least 10,000 maybe streams.
Dang.
But Bust Down, because I wrote Bust Down while I was incarcerated. I had a little situation that was going on right before the project, matter of fact. Had a situation. They were like, we're going to go ahead and revoke the rest of your probation and stuff. We're going to send you down the road so you can finish the rest of the time. So I'm just in there. And that's what I like to do. I just like to write. You don't got to necessarily be writing about the situation like, oh, I'm writing about hard times. I just like writing music. It don't matter. So I caught a vibe. I'm in there beating on the bed. I'm in the room with this Mexican. Don't speak no English. He like, yeah, BINO. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm beating. He's like, say something. Bust down. I'm like, yeah, bust down. We was in there all night in the vents rapping Bust Down. Came home and I found a perfect beat for it.
How often you be in the studio?
I try to go probably like 4 or 5 times a week.
How long? You be locked in?
We locked in. We might be in there. I'm talking about, don't call me. I'm not answering texts. We not eating or nothing. We just in here working all day. Yeah. I think the longest I've been in the studio, like legit been in the studio, probably about 36 hours. Like, we was at Tristan.
Locked in 36 hours?
I'm talking about locked in.
Like,
never left the studio. We
doing?
got food coming in and everything.
Okay.
I got producers in there. We in there making beats and stuff. I got people making beats, freestyling, rapping, and then you gonna chill. You might fall asleep, but we never left the studio. We never left the studio.
That's all that matters. In there putting in work. So the work ethic ain't nothing. Like,
it's got. I feel like you got people who make music to make money, and you got people who make music because they love to make music. And I love to make music, and the money just gonna come with it. At the end of the day, and you being great and really loving what you do, it's gonna separate you from everybody else. Because a lot of times, and I mean, I know you done heard a lot of music sounds the same. There's a lot of artists that sound the same. I don't try to differentiate from anybody. I want to stand out. I want to be an individual. I don't want to be like anybody. I respect a lot of artists. I look up to a lot of artists, and I can definitely say I've learned from them. But I don't want to be exactly like them.
Who would you say were some of your influences?
Growing up, man, T.I. Swear to God, Southside, you know what I'm saying? That's king of the South. Yeah. And I don't care, you gotta respect it. T.I. is a big legend in the South, like T.I. definitely and stuff. And right now, and I say later on, like high school was big on Kevin Gates because it was reality rap, and I could really relate to the shit, like having, you know what I'm saying, depression or just having problems, having people you feel like just don't care about you and stuff. Just anything when he just makes shit that's relatable, whether it's to the streets, some pain, love, anything, you can really close your eyes and feel it and envision what's going on.
Yeah, facts. Okay, so first of all, I definitely like to say I'm very sorry for your loss of your brother. Like,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was
I appreciate
like...
that. That's one that hit home right there, you know?
Yeah.
The other stand-up guy, you know what I'm saying? Long live Jay. That's a real stand-up guy. He taught me a lot. And actually, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wouldn't be sitting right here talking about music if it wasn't for justice. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you use that to, like, influence your creativity and, you know, your work ethic and what you got going now?
Okay, so we start, you know what I'm saying? I start from the beginning. I ain't gonna say the beginning necessarily, but just, you know what I'm saying, Montana Justice, whatever you want to call him, my brother, he always made music. That's what he did. I never made music. I never made music at all. And one day, we was all hanging out, and they was all in the studio, we at the house, and I'm like, shit, I want to try. Let me get on here. He wrote me a couple little lines, and crazy, he wrote the rest of the song for me. He wrote the rest of the song, and I rapped it. And after that, I was like, man, I'm fire. Y'all can't tell me that. I'm a real rapper. I'm like, y'all, somebody get the camera phone, shoot me a video.
Right.
We lit. We finna be rich. And ever since then, it was like, okay. But when I got locked up, and that's when I got locked up in Clayton for aggravated assault. And my brother, when he got killed, I was still incarcerated. So I was in there and I was just like thinking them last couple days while I was in there before I got to come home to be there for his funeral, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking like, what am I gonna do when I go home? Like, what are you really gonna do? Like, are you gonna put the bullshit in the past? Cause we ain't got too many more times. They want me, you know what I'm saying? They trying to send me down the road. They trying to send me away. And that's point blank period. So is you gonna come out and shine, or you gonna come out here, fuck up again, and be right back where you wanna be? And I took that as a reason. Like my brother, I'm like, that's who introduced me to the music. So why don't you go out here and try to be the individual that you always wanted to become anyway? Let's go out there and shoot these videos. Let's make these songs. Let's hit these clubs. Let's show these people what gift that your brother gave you. And I'm going to share that gift with the world that he gave me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. It's like my motivation. I want to share that because he shared that with me. And he can't share it with nobody else, so I'm going to share it.
And like, as far as the mental health aspect, like, how do you deal with that daily? Because I want to say it's something you can, like, overcome. That's just not, you know
it's definitely, it's not something you overcome, but it's something you deal with, and you take it one day at a time, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I learned, you know what I'm saying, if it's out of your control, then sometimes you got to respect it for it being out of your control. I can never change that situation, so I have to realize that it's out of my control, and there's nothing that I can do to change what happened to my brother. Love my brother dearly, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, we got to move forward. We got to take care of his kids. I got to take care of my kids. I got to make sure my mom's mental state is all the way together all the time. And that's who takes it, you know what I'm saying, the hardest, like, because it's not supposed to be like that, you know what I mean? You're not supposed to bury your kids. And, you know what I'm saying, in retrospect, you're supposed to bury your parents. That's what we all, you know, growing up, that's what it's supposed to be. And for her, like, that's who I pray for the most, you know what I'm saying? I feel for the most. I have my times when I break down and stuff, but what I do to get past that, I write. And if I feel any type of way, I'm going to go write it down. I'm going to write it down, put it in the music now, go ahead and let these folks feel the pain, because you'll never know. It's thousands of people, it's thousands of folks just like me who lost their brother. There's thousands of mothers out here who lost their kids. So I know I got a story to, you know what I'm saying, put on them, and they gonna feel it. Because it's real, it's genuine, it's not facade.
Facts. Yes, definitely. And in honor of him, you have a song coming out the 23rd. Catch Myself. Okay, what's up? What's
couple hitters with me on step.
Yes, yeah. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it.
You gonna get to listen to it.
I heard it.
You
what
gonna
is
hear.
it about?
You know I'm gonna let you check it out before it releases.
You here and I haven't heard
it.
I'm
right now.
Okay,
So
what's up? What's the song about? What we finding on there? What's going on?
Catch Myself. So I mean, you done heard people say that before. Let me catch myself.
Let me catch myself.
And it was basically like I was getting to a point where with everybody, I was getting fed up with a lot of shit. Just people in general, just people. You know, it's people that ask for handouts, people that look down on you, people that hate on you, just all type of shit. And I was like, you know what? Let me catch myself before I go too far. So I'm like, let me catch myself, because I got some hitters with me that's gonna step.
Right.
And what I say on the song, fuck around, get stressed, and we don't have time for that. We trying to elevate and move on in life and do bigger things. So while I go there, I was like, let me catch myself and just go from here. So I said what I needed to say on the verse. Right. That I laid down 16 bars, and I laid down what I needed to say, and I left it at that.
And we're gonna
leave it at that. On October 23rd, you can do what I had to say. I said what I said.
Okay, we outside. Listen. All right, so we had Hitman. That was your last project. When your next project coming out?
Well, we got the single, like I said, October 23rd. But the project, Hitman Reloaded, I say definitely expect it in November.
November.
I ain't gonna tell you when, but expect it in November and expect the project right after that. Like
2 projects, back to back.
See, but you know, Hitman Reloaded is gonna be like the first Hitman, so it's still an EP. It's just putting them together. I could have did deluxe and put it all together into 10, but it's gonna be the 5 tracks. You got Shake Some, you got Heart on My Sleeve, I Know, Street Love, and Beast Mode. Featuring De Niro from the first Hitman.
I was about to say, did you have any features?
Yeah, that's on the feature. And I don't do a lot of features.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't? Why?
I just feel like everybody not up to par, and I don't relate with everybody. I don't feel like sometimes I done been in the studio and I didn't feel like what you was saying was authentic, then I won't do the verse. I just like, alright man, peace out, I'm out. If I don't get the vibe, then I don't want to do music, which I don't want to feel forced neither. Just because you hot and I'm hot, let's do a song together. If we don't even, you know what I'm saying, we don't got the chemistry.
You got some song for the ladies or what's up? You making some?
I told you about that project.
That's gonna have okay.
You got Hitman.
I gotta wait just
matter of fact, you're not even gonna get the hit. I'm gonna give you Cuban BINO. That's what you want. I'm gonna give you Cuban BINO.
That's what you want.
The ladies, you want Cuban BINO. All my fellas, my niggas out here, y'all want the Hitman. That's what y'all want to hear. Right. Ladies, y'all want Cuban BINO though. Y'all gonna get that at the end of the year.
All right, so we definitely gonna stay tuned. Until then, make sure you watch Heart on My Sleeve, which is out now.
Oh yeah, that's out now on YouTube.
Watch
it. Go check that out.
And catch myself dropping
October 23rd. That's this Friday. Yes. October 23rd. Catch myself. And you know it's everywhere. We're releasing it everywhere. Wherever you can find your music, it's gonna be there.
Yes.
Cuban BINO, Catch Myself.
Facts. Well, thank you so much for coming through.
I
we definitely gonna catch the
streams.
Yes. Maybe next time I can hear the song first, but I'm gonna have to wait for everybody else.
I'm gonna let you check it out after the interview. We can't give it to them though right now. They gotta wait till the 23rd. We're gonna let you check it out though. I got you.
See what I have to do. Listen, but all right, y'all.
You gotta be somebody like her.
Listen, okay.